Bam. We're here. We're live. We're not live, but we're broadcasted. We're here.
No, we're live.
We're on.
We're
I'd
live
love. I would. I
a
could.
day early.
We couldn't be live. We could never be live. But
I
ladies
mean,
and
you would
gentlemen,
have to put a muzzle on me.
we are alive. I guess you could say that we are alive. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On and We Are Here. You got me. You got Devin. And we got some things to talk about. We got some NBA, some NFL,
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
some NFL Jeopardy.
Yeah.
But Devin, I got some mixed emotions right now.
On what?
I got some mixed emotions. You know, I've been thinking about sports the last 2 days, trying to come up with some topics, and I can't help but to keep thinking about something that you could not care. You couldn't care less about. You might not
Money
even
in the
know
Bank?
about.
Oh, really? You're being serious? I was joking.
I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that even means. I'll look it up. I'll do a goog.
John Cena announcing that he's going to be retiring after 2025.
That's more exciting than the actual Money Bank thing.
So
yes.
no, I'm not sitting here heartbroken about a match. I'm good.
Yes.
Money in the Bank was cool, but I will say, John Cena came out and he said that I'm gonna put it to you in our terms, in like your terms, you can understand. This would be like if Aaron Rodgers came out tomorrow and was like, "Yo, I'm done after the
done.
season." Now it's like, oh fuck, like
Cena's
but
done.
But let me put it in the context even better. It's Aaron Rodgers is like, I'm done. This is it. But it's like, it couldn't be a worse time to say that. In terms of, it's like all the competition around him. It's like, Aaron, you got the Chiefs, the Ravens. You got the fucking, why am I blanking on all other 29 teams? Don't know why. But
everybody. Everyone in the AFC.
You know what I'm saying? Like, every dangerous AFC team, fucking, okay, you don't, everything that's going over in the fucking AFC North, AFC South, besides the Texans, I don't really know, but, you got your teams that you got to be worried about. Aaron, this is not a good time to retire. If you're promising some, victory lap or something,
yes,
this might not be the time. Now,
no.
The good thing about WWE is they are at least openly scripted.
Sure.
NFL case is still open on that. We don't.
They are not openly scripted. I wish.
But
they can't tell us that though.
There's so many stars in the WWE right now.
Really?
There are so many storylines, and there's so many people who are kind of at the. And I mean, I'm explaining this to you on a very, very, very broad level, because this would be like if you were explaining to me what's going on in whatever fucking golf tournament or baseball game or whatever's going on. But it's there are so many possible storylines that people are already coming up with all these other stars, and then John.
There's also a bunch of like returning stars, no?
Or
a few. Like guys who were a little bit older, like CM Punk.
Oh, okay. You're pulling a name out. CM Punk. Now he made his return. I can't even remember when his return was, but he's been around for a minute. But see, that's a name. That's a name where it's like you got him in a very good feud right now, and it's like, where are they gonna go? What direction are they going in? And you got other people involved in their
Cody
feud,
Rhodes.
and then okay. You want to bring up the names? I didn't want to be a nerd and bring up the names, but you want to bring up the Cody Rhodes thing, him and his whole situation. If anybody's a WWE fan, you know what situation he's in. It's like, how do you even put John Cena in that? It's like it's going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard. But the good thing is he came out and said, he's wrestling from January to December of next year.
Yes.
I think he said he has like 30 to 40 dates he's going to do.
You said, so he's done after 2025?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So
I mean, he'll have a real tour of farewellness.
Yeah, but it's, but you got to understand, like, this will be like, I mean, I don't even know.
But at least he's leaving the game in like a good place, Like when LeBron leaves, I think we'll be decent. But if LeBron left 3 years ago, not good.
Okay, no, okay. I'll give it to you. He is leaving with like him. It's been proven over the years the less and less and less like he has became less and less and less involved. And
Yeah.
WWE has been flourishing. Now that's more of
Yeah.
who took over, upstairs than who was
Yes.
out in the ring. But either way, this kind of would be like if LeBron announced he was retiring after this year. It's like LeBron, this might not be the best time to.
No.
It's like because you still got
We
it,
need you to ride off into the sunset.
and especially in the WWE, it's like John Cena, especially John Cena. It's like he already came out. I believe he's what 48. I can't.
Is he that old?
I believe he said he wanted to retire at 50.
Mm.
So this caught everybody off guard. Nobody
47.
expected 47. Okay, so yeah, he said about 50 years old he wanted to retire. So no, this is about a 3-year early head start on his retirement that
Sure.
nobody expected.
Sure.
And it's just I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I grew up with this man in the WWE. He was the childhood superhero that everybody wanted to fucking be like, or and people could have hate it or love him, but you either liked him when you were a kid and then grew up and then continued to like him, or you hated him when you were a kid and then grew up and realized what the fuck he did for the WWE and how much he did for the WWE and what he has done in the WWE. It's like, all right, it's fucking John Cena. Like, what am I gonna? What am I like? What can I say? What am I gonna do?
He says his next WrestleMania is his last.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a big event.
But you see.
But also, he could Brett Favre everybody and like make a ton of money, being like, "Oh, see you," and then be like, I'm back.
No, he said he's done.
I mean, he'll be around. He'll be in like C-level movies for a long time.
I mean, I wouldn't shit on him that much. I think. I mean,
I'm not shitting on him.
I mean, he's got what season 2 of Peacemaker and shit. He's got shit. I don't
know what that is.
That is a pretty good show. It's like, I mean, he's just a fucking funny superhero. I don't really know how else to put it.
Sure.
But either way, back to whatever we're talking about with him retiring. But yeah, I mean, WrestleMania 41. There's a lot of there are so many storylines and there are so many ideas and there are so many hypotheticals that people were coming up with. That people are coming up with already.
Yeah.
I don't know where you fit him. I don't know where he's fit in, and that's that's just.
Does he have anything going for him right now? Is he doing much
in terms of in the WWE?
Yeah.
No, this was like a holy shit. John Cena's here. Holy shit, John Cena's retiring.
Oh, really?
Fuck. Yeah, no, he's not right. He's been in Hollywood. He hasn't been really involved much.
I mean, he's been. It said part-time since 2018.
Yes, that's the thing. So, I mean, for almost 2 decades, the man carried the
I didn't realize he did it for that long. I thought he left earlier.
No. The man was around for a very, very, very.
Well, he did that weird Nickelodeon movie back in the day. Fred, yes. He was Fred's father.
Is that the weird?
I think that was one of my first real introductions to John Cena.
I mean, and John Cena, and I always die on the hill that John Cena is a good actor, and he's a better actor than The Rock because he knows how to play more than just John Cena.
Yes. So The Rock sucks.
Shout out to The Rock.
No one likes The Rock.
The Rock definitely loves to play The Rock in most of his.
I don't think anyone but like guys with brain damage and children.
No,
those are the only people who like The Rock.
Okay. That's the thing. I don't hate The Rock. Like The Rock isn't like it's not.
No,
I'm just saying,
no. Everybody hates The Rock. Everyone has to agree with me on this.
No, most people like The Rock. I don't know where you're getting that information from.
Nah,
I'm saying
I have my own.
I like The Rock, but I'm saying in terms of acting, it's just he seems to have a very specific role in most of his movies.
You said you don't like his movies?
No, I said he has a very specific role in most of his movies.
Yes.
It's like, but then you got like, oh, like, but I can't even give you an example of where he's not. It's not that one very specific role.
The Tooth Fairy. It
Is
was the
that?
same.
I was gonna say,
No.
is the I don't. Yeah, I don't really
Well,
think
I mean,
that.
he had his early movies, which were different than his newer movies, but
I
he's
don't.
the same.
I don't know. Wasn't one of his early movies that one where
Now
he
he's
was a?
just on more steroids.
Wasn't one of the early ones one where he was like a quarterback?
Yeah, the game plan.
Yeah, that wasn't. No, it's the same. He was the Rock. He
Yeah,
was a quarterback. He was.
but now he's just more bald, more old, and on more steroids, and does Jumanji.
Look, I
Whatever the
don't know.
fuck.
I don't know what the man's on. I'm not gonna go out here just
No,
slinging,
we're not slinging anything.
slinging.
We're not speculating. Nothing. I spoke to his doctor. He's on everything that you could find.
All right, we're gonna
I'm
move
Indian. I
on.
know doctors. You know.
I feel you. I feel you. You probably do. But
Right.
we'll move on from the WWE stuff. But let's just say through 2025, I may be having some John Cena shit to bring up because it's gonna be hard.
Sure.
It's gonna be hard. It's like it's gonna be like I don't know. It's like I'm. It's anybody that's a fan of WWE is gonna fucking hit him hard. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a sad it's gonna be a sad 2025.
I'm trying to think of what I can compare it to. Who or Bo Jackson? There we go.
But it's like you can't because it's the WWE is so weird where like either the company can force you to hate somebody, force you to love somebody, or the fans decide, and you don't have many people who go as long as Cena went, and as polarizing as he was, it's like this isn't a sport where it's like, okay, yeah, obviously Patriots fans, it hit them the hardest when Tom Brady retired. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, the whole NFL.
No,
Like,
it hit him
okay,
hard when Tommy left.
there are LeBron fans.
Yes.
So like yeah, that'll hit. When LeBron retires, I'll admit that it'll hit, but it's not gonna hit like kind of I don't know. Even in the same way where it's like LeBron could be less involved in the NBA, and we couldn't really tell because of how much talent there is.
Yeah.
You could say the same for WWE and John Cena, but at the same time, he's always been around, and he can always be written to be around.
Yes.
There's no, if
That's true. Yeah, like he still has a
you're LeBron, you win or lose.
yeah, and he's not like forced out. Like no one's like, oh, John Cena's too old and he's
Yeah.
past the time. Like Hulk Hogan was in there, what fucking 50s, 60s. He was old as fuck.
Hulk Hogan's probably somewhere right now, like dropping somebody. Actually,
Yeah, no, I mean that's all he's got.
he just went viral, I think, for some more racisms. He's Hulk Hogan's not. Yeah, he's
Everyone's going viral right now. You
He's
know,
not.
it's better than whatever the other viral thing is. You know,
I don't
they're
know.
both bad,
It's look.
or one's good.
No, okay.
Lord
Well,
knows.
one thing, the Hulk. Okay, we're not saying we're gonna say the one that's bad. It's the Hulk Hogan one. We're not gonna
Racism is
talk
bad.
about the other one.
We're not talking about the other one,
We're
but
not talking about Sketch. All right, we're not.
people in certain countries don't like that.
We're not gonna talk about him. We're gonna
Yeah.
let that man just do whatever he wants to do. And we are. But
I'm
that's
not
what,
saying a single word.
either way. That's what I'm saying. I don't really know what to compare it to or who to compare it to.
Yeah. But yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. It's Johnny. Johnny's gone.
Last
But
episode.
I mean, he'll either be around
He'll be around.
something.
He'll be around, but he said nothing physical ever again after this.
I think he's gonna stop taking steroids.
I really hate that you just put this on every wrestler, but okay.
It's not every wrestler. It's two guys.
No, okay, yeah, the two like most famous wrestlers, you're like, oh, they do steroids.
It's not a bad thing. It's cool.
I mean,
like
I
you're
don't
big
like,
and huge.
Here's my thing. If he does steroids, it's kind of like any other allegations. Like, show me the proof. If you can't, then shut the fuck up.
No, I know, but also like,
But also,
you're jacked. It
if-
works.
if I knew someone that spent their entire life powerlifting, or were in lifting competitions or drug-free lifting competitions, and
Sure.
anytime he's asked about drugs, he says, "I'll piss in a cup right now. Give me a cup. Here, you want
Sure.
I'll give you my pee. Like, what do you want? Like, what?
I'll take it.
Test it." That's what I'm saying. Like, I can believe
I got a tester in my tummy.
I can believe the same way there are hundreds of thousands of former and current, or not, well, just through the years, of athletes that
Yeah.
are built and genetically just modified gods. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it can be naturally attainable.
Sure.
I'm not, but I'm saying all that so it's not just, no, he doesn't do
Yeah.
steroids. I'm just
Yeah.
saying there is a route that I think you can logically take, and it makes sense, and it's not me convincing myself, it's what I've been
Sure.
told, and it makes sense. I mean, it's not just, oh man, he woke up one day and he was huge.
No.
I mean,
But Cena can do whatever he wants. The Rock, do whatever you want.
and The Rock lies. He lies a lot. So The Rock is a liar.
Welcome to the Iron Paradise.
The Rock's a liar. Like, I mean, he said, like, his story is like, I tried steroids once when I was 15. It's like bullshit.
It's also like, no.
Because once you admit, like, you tried it,
that's like Obama. He was like, they're like, sir, have you ever done marijuana? He was like, I took a puff. I did not inhale. It's like, dude, your daughters are potheads.
Wait. So is it just a thing where presidents try to make it seem
Or was
like,
that Clinton?
I was going to say, that's the I did not inhale. I was about to say, did
Clinton said I did not inhale.
I
know
Obama
was
say
asked.
he
No,
didn't
Obama
inhale?
said he did it in college, I think, or something.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Who cares?
You know what a lot of people
back
did
then
in the
it was
80s
like,
in
dude,
college?
in the 90s, weed was
Yeah,
fucking, it was like...
Or 80s, 90s. When was he in college? 90s? 80s?
No, I meant like when they asked Bill Clinton in the 90s, it's like, weed's a big deal. And the president's doing weed now? Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that being bad, but if you're the president in 2008,
yeah,
and you're like early, what? So what would that be? I hate to sit here and have slow math. What was that, late 80s? You'd be in high school?
He was 40 something, so he's 80s. Yeah,
whatever.
80s.
Bro. People were doing coke in school and shit. It's like, if Obama smoked a little bit of weed, whatever. Who cares? Especially now.
No one would give a.
But I'm saying,
if
like,
Trump was like,
dude,
no one cares.
If that's all he did, there would be a lot less angry people.
Agreed. Yeah.
When it comes to him. But can we talk not anything WWE or president related? Or is that all the time we have? Is that it? Is that all?
I think we're done here.
DeMar DeRozan.
Fuck.
We talked about him last episode.
Yeah.
And we came up with all these teams he could go to.
Well, then I was wrong. I said he's for sure a Laker.
Well, I said he's for sure. We'll see. You said he's for sure a Laker. I'm like, okay, he's for sure a Cali team. And I said,
yeah, and then we listed Cali teams.
Lakers or Golden State.
We said Golden State, Clippers, or LA.
And then we like,
forgot
Clippers.
one of them.
We're like, Clippers are probably off the board.
Yep.
We didn't even consider Sacramento. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of over the Sacramento hype. It's been a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of happens every off season, or it's been happening the past few off seasons.
This team feels like kind of like Cleveland, like where there's some good names on there. There's some solid dudes, some guys with talent. De'Aaron Fox is very talented. Sabonis is very good. And then it just doesn't feel right, like it doesn't feel like a team that's going to do anything to anybody. And then tomorrow it's like, it's cool.
I don't know. I think Cleveland's a way better team.
No, I agree, but to me it feels like it feels like a team that should be better than they actually are.
That's the thing. Before DeMar was put on this roster, it was like, oh, it's like y'all need to watch out for the Kings. And in the grand scheme of things, the past couple of years, you've been told to watch out for the Kings. You haven't had to watch out for the Kings.
No.
DeMar DeRozan, to me, I solely cared about him and where he was going to go as, like, a fan of basketball. And
Yes.
what would be fun to watch. And
Yeah.
okay, in terms of that, what do you got? You got De'Aaron. Where we got? You got De'Aaron, Kevin Herter,
Sabonis,
DeMar, Sabonis,
Malik Monk.
Malik Monk. I mean, okay, like you I say you might have a couple good moments, so maybe some good games. Maybe they knock
I
off a
mean,
couple.
they've been they've got into the playoffs the past few years, and they almost beat the Warriors, but they went to a game 7 and lost 2 years ago. Um, yeah, I don't know. They've been around, but nothing has ever pushed them over into stardom or anything.
See, and then is it? I mean, what are they like a really good playing team next year?
I mean, it's what it feels like. I mean, a fringe, yeah, they don't feel like a 5 or a 6, but also, again, I mean, we don't know how the West is going to look. We don't know how these teams are going to kind of play next season. We don't know how good the Clippers, Warriors, fucking Suns, fucking anybody's going to be. Um, but yeah, we'll
I have
see.
an
But
idea.
those fringe teams are going to be highly contested.
Did you say Minnesota, Dallas, or
No, I
Denver?
was talking like the
Oh, okay.
bottom,
Okay. I was gonna say like
like potential play-in teams.
okay. So you're talking okay. So they're already down there. Now you're just considering who else is gonna be down there with them.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought you
I'm
were just
considering who
okay.
they're fighting with for the
Got you.
play-in spots.
Got you.
They're
Yeah.
not pushing
It's
1 to
just
4, 1 to 6.
I don't know. I mean, is it gonna be better than what Chicago was able to produce with whatever they had around Demar?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. But is it anything that's going to be scary? Is it a first round exit? No and yes. No, it's not going to be scary. Yes, they're probably a first round exit. I'm not going to
But
lie,
there is a small chance that De'Aaron goes absolutely fucking nuts. Sabonis is great all season, and Tamar continues to put up 25 points a game or whatever the fuck he's doing.
I was
But
just,
I don't see that happening.
I think I was just disappointed when I saw the move. It's like,
I was disappointed. Again, they have a shot at being good, but I don't know.
I mean,
At
barely,
least in the West.
I mean, barely cracking top 8. Like, they might be a playoff team next year.
Yeah.
Like, they're good enough to make the playoffs. I'll give it to them.
Yes.
They will be good enough to make the playoffs.
Well, play in.
I mean, I'll say playoffs. Like I said, like the best playing team next year. Like they'll probably win. They'll probably be the.
Sure,
They'll probably
win
be
and
the.
get into the playoffs.
They'll be
Yes.
the 8th seed, win the first game, and then boom, they're the.
Yes.
They're the. Or
And they traded my man Harrison Barnes. They got him out of there. Come on.
they got Harrison Barnes out of there. Devin, I got a topic that you might be really excited about. I'm gonna just tell you before you say anything else. Before you say anything else, I'm gonna just tell you the Cowboys are falling
I didn't
apart.
say anything weird.
The Cowboys are falling apart.
Is this 2004? I'm aware.
When I say falling apart, I mean like it is just getting
On
worse. It
purpose?
is snowballing into just
Really?
like I mean this off season alone. So
Yeah.
you got
And none of it has to do with Dak being a creepy weirdo.
well, the one thing about Dak is, and this is probably the most mild thing on this list, is that he was seen in a walking boot, like in a boot
Yeah,
on his foot.
I did hear that. Yeah,
I don't know what that was about, but
because he
maybe they said a sprain.
wasn't injured last year.
Maybe they say a sprain or something. But there,
I don't
I'm
know.
pulling it up right now. So, did you see what was going on between Malik Hooker and Micah Parsons?
No.
Okay, so these are teammates.
Yes.
These are teammates. They, so that would mean that they play on
On the same team.
the same team. Now,
Yes.
Malik Hooker came out. Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons and safety Malik Hooker are not seeing eye to eye at the moment. During Hooker's recent appearance on the All Facts No Breaks with Keyshawn Johnson podcast.
Oh, this is on a podcast?
Yes, this was on a podcast. Just keep that in mind that this was on a podcast, okay?
Yeah, I thought this was on the field.
My advice for Micah, this is Malik Hooker talking. My advice for Micah would be just make sure we're all right. Hooker began, because if you're doing a podcast every week and you know the run game is terrible, then what are you really caring about?
It is
Parsons,
weird that he does a mid-season podcast.
yeah, I mean, he has a point, but then Parsons began hosting the Edge with Micah Parsons on the NFL during the NFL season. The Cowboys finished the season 12-5. Hooker, who has played with the Cowboys since 2021, was blunt about where his team should be focusing its energy after last season. And Parsons' podcast was not on the list. Are you caring about the crowd that was watching the podcast? Or are you caring about the success of our team in the Super Bowl that we're trying to reach? Parsons responded to the criticism. He tweeted out, okay. I'm going to read this and then we'll talk about it. He tweets out, just wish you said this to me, but instead on some podcast, and you got my number, family. At Malik Hooker 24, and you my locker mate, so you could have said this any day, and you do
He's his
realize
locker mate?
I shoot the podcast on our off day. Why ain't we talking about everyone preparation and focus? Okay. Whole lot of
Bro's his locker
irony.
mate?
So a whole lot of irony in this problem here.
It seems like a whole lot of bitchery too.
Well, okay, first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you think Micah Parsons is distracted by his podcast?
No.
Neither do I.
I don't
I
think
think Micah Parsons is one of the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah.
And I think that if you are a premier athlete,
like the problem with the Dallas Cowboys is not Micah Parsons' play.
Yeah, and it's like the run game is
The run
not
game
going to get
isn't
any better
just
if Micah Parsons kicks it on his off day instead of obviously I'm gonna assume NFL.
Also, he's not podcasting the entire day. He's taking a little bit of time out.
Yeah, that's like if it's like
sitting down.
It's like we're doing this podcast. It's like, Devin, we can't do anything else with our lives. Everything else is going to crumble apart.
Exactly.
Any other time of the day or week if we're not, since we do this podcast. But it's also like I'm going to assume like NFL players probably take advantage of their off day. Probably don't do much on that day anyways.
Aaron Rodgers does the Pat McAfee show every single day.
What is a podcast hurting?
Yeah.
So I'll give it to Micah that Malik Hooker probably shouldn't have just went out and said that on a podcast.
On a podcast, not next to his locker mate.
But
you see that guy's ball sack every single day. You're not gonna talk shit to him.
But like also at the same time, it's like Micah Parsons is kind of saying he's kind of being a hypocrite because like you should have went up to him immediately or whenever you saw that the next day you saw him, but instead you responded on Twitter. So now it's like, all right, well now it's like we got some internal beef with our
now we're in this weird Twitter war that really no one cares about. It's two Cowboys player fighting over how bad the Cowboys are.
Yeah, and see, and I don't know. This would be like if any other player, like if TJ Watt had a podcast, and next season any other player on the Steelers is like, they're like 8-9.
Justin Fields was like, bro, focus on getting sacks.
It's like, it just doesn't.
Like, dude, I have 20. Shut up.
I don't think. I think players are okay. Players can do pods.
Like they do things. Shit, they damn near do a podcast every single fucking day when they sit down and talk to media for hours.
Oh, not hours, but yeah, they definitely.
Well, it's a good bit of time. They come in the locker room after games. They talk to them for a while.
That's the big problem with this whole, like Draymond with the new media. That's the thing. The media, they're losing so much conversation and quotes and everything because these players are taking it upon themselves to just have their own conversations.
Oh yeah, no,
and it's
for
like
sure.
It's like of course the media is going to go on articles and say, blah 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 blah. Is he not performing well from his podcast? Is he distracted?
He's
yada yada.
Podcasting
It's like,
too much.
It's like, okay, so there's this guy who had a girlfriend that was the most famous person in the country and did a podcast every week and won a Super Bowl last season.
How did I forget about the Kelseys?
So it's like
they're professional football players who do a podcast once a week for an entire year.
Yeah. So it's not really, it's not just. I don't know. Malik Hooker just sounds like I don't know, just an old head. It's like just mad. But
But
it's
I mean,
also
it's
like
probably stemming from something else.
sure,
But
but
it's
as a
also,
just as a veteran, it's like, what are you doing?
yeah, why are you shitting on one of the best players in the league?
And that's the thing. It's like
Who, like, not only is he one of the best players in the league, he also has a top podcast.
even if the head office agreed with you, you're getting in more. Like you're gonna get
Yet,
talked
like,
to. Like
Malik Hooker can
walk.
skedaddle
He can fucking walk. Like
well before Mike is going to get out of there.
yeah. Like so, it's like I just it's like I don't know.
Shut
They're
your ass up.
and
Play
you
some
got CeeDee
drums.
Lamb. This whole CeeDee Lamb situation. You know what's going on with that?
Am I not on the internet?
CeeDee Lamb, he's threatening to sit out and demand a trade if he doesn't get a contract.
Dog.
Dude, it is insane what is going on in Dallas right now. The Dallas Cowboys
That
are far.
sucks. Well, I mean,
Washington, shit.
right when what's his name got paid?
Who?
The Jettis? Did Jettis get paid this year or last year? Last year? This year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right when that happened, they started comparing all their numbers, all their side by sides, everything. And I'm assuming that CD got jealous. He wants his money.
CeeDee Lamb went. Wait a minute.
He said, "Hold the fucking phone. I got the same numbers as motherfucker."
But I don't know. It's like, bro, we sound like a broken record when we talk about these players that sit out because they want more money.
Yeah.
But it's like, what? The Cowboys are now. I'll tell you one thing. I don't think the Cowboys are gonna be like the Chiefs, and they're like, oh, so like we're gonna let you sit out,
Watch the game from the
stands,
yeah,
and then we're gonna pay you.
You know,
like
it's either getting done before the season or it's not happening.
Or it's getting traded.
Yeah.
And I mean, if CeeDee Lamb gets traded and goes on a way more interesting team and is on a, it could be a lot more entertaining for viewers. But at the same time,
they also like to hold on to these guys who like want to leave. Yeah, I don't know. It's like this weird thing. They're like, yeah, I want you to be here, but I want you to be miserable the whole time. I want you to play for not a lot of money.
Well, see, it also seems like Dak, like who got like it's like he like when he got paid, it's like even after he got paid, it's like he just seems so miserable.
Yeah, that whole team seems miserable.
The Cowboys are miserable, bro. Look at them. I mean, they're at each other's necks. Well,
I think it stems from a few different things. I think number one, Mike McCarthy kind of stinks. But the biggest thing is the man up top. But you got to bow down to the man up top, Yeah. That's their Lord and Savior, brother.
Lord and Savior, Jerry Christ.
Who, I mean, for the amount of stardom
he could
have had.
Can we get a Jerry Christ t-shirt?
No, Jerry. What's the devil's name? Hermes.
I don't know. Is that they call him?
I don't know. I don't know what the devil is called. I don't talk to him. But
right.
In Dallas, his name's Jerry Jones.
All right. Well, moving on from.
I also don't talk to Jesus.
No, yeah, it would be
because he's not real.
Look, hey, we're not here to discuss religion.
Not religious.
Speaking on from the worst religion, which is Cowboy fans.
Yes.
So I know you're probably sick of hearing about him, Devin, but there's more Brandon Aiyuk drama. Nothing deep, but it is kind of it. Look, it's kind of deep because you know what he did?
Yeah, he filmed him at a commander's practice with Big Bro.
Well, was he there? Was he actually at practice?
I don't know.
I thought he just posted a picture of a picture okay, what I got from it was someone took a picture of their film.
Yeah.
And either sent it to him or he was watching Washington camp film.
Sure.
Commander's film. Which first of all, I know that there are a lot of weird rules in the NFL. But I feel like just having your hands on like a screen grab I feel like that's what the NFL would call it, a screen grab,
Sure.
a screen grab of another team's film.
A screenshot. Yeah.
Don't
Would
you think
raise some eyebrows,
don't you think the NFL would be like quick on some investigation or some tampering or some like something?
Yeah, it is weird that there's actual footage from a practice. You'll never really see that.
If anything, the Niners could get I feel like the Niners could get in trouble. It's like, why does one of your players
Exactly.
have access to practice film? Which is like, or is this something that
Is
players
this
have
out,
access to?
or is this like something that the Commanders posted?
I mean,
Doubt it.
I know players watch other players' film, but I don't know if they necessarily have access to practice film. That's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
But he just keeps teasing this Commanders thing.
But also, like, again, I don't want to have to deal with this if this is who he is.
But what if he's doing all this because all he wants is to be a Commander, Devin?
I really don't care.
What if he
Well,
wants
because
to...
clearly he doesn't really want to be a Commander, because he would be by now if he wanted to.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true because it's all trade. This isn't free agency.
No, I understand.
Discussion.
But, like, if he said, hey, I'm not playing for y'all, but he's still like, hey, I want more money from you guys and I'll stay.
Yeah, but, I mean, at the end of the day...
It's like, do you actually want to play for us? Or is this I'm assuming that this is a... What do you call it?
Moot point?
Huh?
A moot point? I mean,
No, he's leveraging this.
Okay.
He's leveraging the fact that he could go to another team to then make more money. He will be a 49er next year. I hope he is. I don't want him.
I mean...
It's weird to say that I don't want him, but I don't want him.
If he... Look, to me, if all he's doing is trying to get... if he wants to leave and he wants to come be a Commander... He's not gonna have like some attitude or drama with him. It's not a bad addition to the fucking offense. I mean,
no, it's a great addition, but if he brings all this garbage, which I guess he hasn't really caused problems like this mid-season and up till this point. Mm-hmm. Some would say that this isn't a problem, but I don't know. It's weird. I don't really understand what's going on.
Well, I guess we'll probably just have to wait and see what the fuck goes on with what is going to go on. What's going to happen with Brandon?
Like, why would you want to play for our team?
I guess
we're not doing shit next year.
I guess he's friends with Jaden Daniels.
Who cares?
I guess
you can see him a few times a year.
Dude,
fuck off.
Devontae Adams wanted to play with Derek Carr.
No, Devontae Adams wanted a dick ton of money.
No.
He did want to play with him. I'm an idiot. Fresno State.
He wanted to go play with Derek Carr. So you got to remember.
Fresno State.
These guys, you got to understand. It's like, bruh, you might get to a point in your career where it's like, bruh, I just want to go play with someone I like playing with. Fuck it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Devontae was later in his career. Aiyuk is not that far into that thing.
What's later? What's later in your career?
Devontae had a good 5-6 years, no?
In like already easily past, or not past, but like you're already in your prime. Sure.
Yeah, Devontae was prime, later half of prime. This is Brandon Aiyuk's prime time.
Prime time Aiyuk. Okay. So Cam Newton. Finally.
Cam Newtown.
Finally, so many times on this podcast we have talked about stupid shit Cam Newton says. Newton says a lot of questionable things.
Yep.
He says things,
but he was giving props out.
He says things that might make you just scratch the skin, you scratch your cranium, to your itching skull.
Yep.
But he came out recently and talked about who the best dual threat quarterback of all time is.
Yeah.
Now, Devin, who do you? And if you think it's somebody else, be completely honest. Tell me who it is. Whatever, and you can break it down for me. Who's the best dual threat quarterback of all time?
I'm assuming when you say like don't put bias into it that you would not want me to say who it really is, Like, but I mean, we all know who it really is.
You
And I
okay?
mean,
Who's that?
I think we all know.
You want to?
It's been a while since he's played in this league, and old Timmy's leaving the Philippines and he's coming back. He's done. He's done doing the circumscisms. He's coming back. Best dual threat quarterback of all time, left-handed. That's what they mean by dual threat. He could use both hands. But no, the answer's out freaky. He's, I mean, yeah, like, and honestly, we can put him up there in terms of better quarterbacks
Like, okay, yes,
in general. But yes,
he's
best dual threat for sure.
he's a top quarterback in the league. Period.
Period.
He's
Regardless,
already the best dual threat quarterback
he's a
of all time.
two-time MVP, which is rarefied air.
Well, I mean, so he's a two-time MVP, but then people also, God, and I know we do it, but and I feel like sometimes, like I feel like we try to have our best to have conversations. We like to compare, we like to discuss without just directly looking at stats.
Yes.
Like that's kind of why, like like the brackets and stuff. It was really hard to not compare like things and players and seasons without just looking at stats. But when you really take a step back, we saw what Michael Vick did. We saw what Cam Newton did.
Yep.
A lot of people, and I'm bringing up another name, and we'll discuss him in a minute. And I don't even know. Like, okay, like my first question is, what do you define a dual threat quarterback?
A quarterback who can throw and run.
And we're talking run like a running back.
I mean, Cam ran, but he didn't run like a running back.
No,
Cam would.
Okay. Because of Cam's size, there would be no reason to put him at running back. But I'm saying athletic wise, at the athletic,
Sure, yes.
the athletic ability of a running back.
But also the way that you're able to use someone like Lamar Jackson, it's like they would design runs for Cam, yes, but you can design anything for Lamar Jackson.
But I'm saying, don't even without even mentioning Lamar. How do you define okay, what's the difference? Because a lot of people, and what I'm really trying to get to is what a lot of people were arguing and saying who it really is, or no, it's this person, it's that person. So a lot of people were bringing up someone like Josh Allen. So what would you call Josh Allen?
No, Josh Allen is he's a mobile quarterback. He's not a dual threat.
He's
though.
mobile. He can improvise. He's an improviser.
Yeah.
But a dual threat quarterback,
no,
it's not that. It's not that.
I mean, he's an incredible playmaker where he can leave and jump over people and do crazy shit. But no, it's not we got to watch out for Josh Allen's run because he's going to be booking it. It's like, no, he's going to be launching the ball a lot. But also, I mean, Lamar has already broken all of Vic's records and all that shit.
Well, I mean, even if you look at stats, I mean, all time Vic still has more rushing yards than Lamar, but it doesn't matter. I mean, so in comparison, so Vic's played 143 games, Lamar's played 86, Cam's played 148 games. Lamar, he has 5,258 rushing yards. Cam has 5,628. Vic has 6,109. Lamar played in 86 games to their 143 and 148. Do you not understand? Do you not understand how ridiculous that is?
And then when we look at passing, it's like
it's there. I mean, is it going to take a while for Lamar to finally catch up to Cam's 32,000? When Lamar's only sitting at 15.8? Yeah. But we don't know what the fuck's going to happen 8 years from now. I mean, we don't know how long Lamar's going to be slinging this bitch.
But also, Lamar will hit 32 before 8 years go by.
But what I'm saying is more, I believe Lamar can I think
But
he can.
he's a quarterback who, like, once he gets older and loses some of his legs, will be a top quarterback in the league still.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think that
Like he lacks, like, I mean, yeah, like there's shit that he does when he plays that is stuff that has nothing to do with him being a dual threat quarterback. Where he takes a snap, fakes a handoff, feet are fucking planted, throws a 40-yard piss missile to a guy, hits him right in the tits. Like, not only is he doing crazy shit when he runs, but he can plant his fucking feet and dot people up. Another thing is that we've seen a lot of quarterbacks who can do both and can do this and can do that. His decision making is why he's the quarterback that he is. It's the fact that he has every option, and he time and time again picks the correct one, and he wins football games. He wins a lot. He's never lost much.
God, one of the worst comments was like, "Oh, like talking about all the competition these other quarterbacks had, and then said, and then you got Lamar playing the pre-Burrow Bengals." It's like, okay, what
Pre-Burrow
the fuck
Bengals
are we talking about? Lamar has played in some of the biggest games versus some of the biggest teams versus some of the biggest names. Has beaten some of the big, like, we're not.
You can't shit talk Lamar Jackson.
You really
The
can't.
only thing that you can say is, "Oh, you're a running back." That's been out the window since the fucking first season.
But see, that's the big difference between Vic, Cam, Lamar. There's only one guy who was told to go fucking run routes at the combine.
Go play receiver. Exactly.
Go play receiver. And then and only one of them went on to win 2 MVPs as a quarterback in the NFL.
And he's a better quarterback.
And he's a better quarterback.
Not only is he a far better runner than both of those guys, he's a better thrower.
And people are arguing. It's like Vic and Cam are both saying Lamar's better than them.
Both of them.
What is the conversation?
Vic said that 4 years ago.
Yes.
5 years ago.
And the biggest thing, people keep bringing up Russell Wilson.
No. We're not doing that. Again,
First of all,
mobile.
He's a mobile quarterback. He can he can extend the play. He can improvise great. In his prime.
He's mobile.
In his prime, he could.
In his prime. He's not moving shit.
He's not the best dual threat quarterback of all time because he's not a dual threat quarterback. No. But yeah, no. Cam,
I mean, shit. Steve Young was a better dual threat. But Stevie was mobile.
Yeah, he was mobile.
But he was very mobile for his time and being white and small.
And mobile and dual threat, like we said, they're two different things.
No one's afraid of Stevie busting one wide open.
Because as I was reading about all this, apparently there's double triples in the NFL. It's where you get in 2 categories triple digits.
Oh.
And Lamar's the only quarterback to have 3 in the playoffs, 3 playoff games where he got a
double triple.
Double triple. The only other
100 yards passing and rushing.
Yeah, I think the only other player is Kaepernick, who had 2 of them.
Yeah, no, Cap went off in some of those playoffs.
Bro, you want to talk? Look, put every political thing aside. We don't know what the fuck Colin Kaepernick could have been after.
Bro was moving.
But I remember
when he busted that bitch open against Green Bay and then
literally what I was thinking
put
about.
it on him.
Just every time that motherfucker busted one open, it was like, holy shit.
He was gone.
Even, I mean, we're talking arm talent. There ain't no there ain't no conversation. It wasn't 2-time MVP level arm. You got to have an arm to win 2 MVPs in the league as a quarterback. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I mean for Lamar to win MVP in this pass-heavy quarterback, like very full quarterback league with a lot of great guys, and he's got 2 of them fuckers.
And I mean,
it's it's pretty dope. I mean, there's nothing you can really say about Lamar except for team success, and they got fucked over last year with the whole Taylor Swift thing. So it is what it is.
I won't blame Taylor Swift. I will definitely blame the Ravens.
That's exactly what happened.
Flowers, it's okay, and I'll blame a lot of people for fucking up in that game, but I guess
it's okay. It's all right.
Okay. What do we got? We talked Cam. talking about Lamar, Aiyuk, drama, Demar, fucking WWE. Okay, so we're almost the bingo card. It's almost done.
Oh,
There's 2 spaces left. So I don't know if you have any ideas, but I mean, this is just me letting you know, even if you need to want to think about it for a couple of days. But
whose shit's getting leaked next?
there's 2 spaces left on the 2024
Byron.
2025 NFL on it bingo card. But that is just something that we're gonna have to wait and complete before we put it on a pod, make it official.
Yeah.
So all right, what you want? We'll do one this episode, one next episode. You want early Hall of Fame predictions or NFL red flags going in the next season?
Early Hall of Fames.
All right, so this is something I came across, which I kind of thought was interesting because, like, I I I don't even know if it was a podcast discussion. It might have been, but a while ago we talked about. I don't even know who it was, but it was if this player was a Hall of Famer.
Ooh.
And I think quickly, me and you were like, I mean, yeah, probably. And then when we actually, I think it was a quarterback. I can't think of who it was.
Eli?
Was it Eli? And
Maybe. I mean, that was like a year ago.
then when we went and looked at the quarterbacks that were in the Hall of Fame, we were like, oh.
Yeah, no, that was Eli. Because, yeah, we looked at the guys in the Hall of Fame. It was fucking like 15 dudes, and they were all the best.
It's a bitch. So making the Hall of Fame call on 12 current players. So we're going to see what their call is. We're going to give our call. Including, not going to say including who. We're going to wait and see. So, first player you got, Devontae Adams. Okay, so their Hall of Fame, they say yes. I'll give the explanation. So Adams 6 Pro Bowls and 3 All Pros gives him a good chance at future induction. Leading the NFL in touchdown grabs multiple times also helps. Adams' career numbers, while extremely good, might not be enough just yet, though. He's currently 29th all-time in receptions and 44th in receiving yards. He is, however, 12th all-time in career touchdown receptions and is 5 touchdown catches away from the 100 mark. Adams' career numbers may be somewhat lacking, but he nonetheless has received more than enough votes to be considered a future Hall of Fame player. Should we pull up wide receivers in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I mean, definitely not first ballot.
Do you want to?
There's definitely going to be some scrubs in there.
I was going to say, do you want to handle that part of this? I mean, let's just see. I mean, okay, so they're saying being 29th all-time in receptions, 44th in receiving yards, 12th all-time in career touchdown receptions. That's lacking. That's considered somewhat lacking as a receiver, worthy of making the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's got to be some type of at some point there's got to be some type of benchmark. So he's got almost 11,000 receiving yards. He has 872 receptions. What you got?
There's 29 wide receivers.
Okay.
You want to give me the biggest?
List. You want to give me the biggest top? Give me like top 10, unless you run out of names you even feel like talking about.
I'll just say all the ones I know: Isaac Bruce, Chris Carter, Marvin Harrison, Michael Irvin, Calvin Johnson, James Lofton, Don Maynard, Art Monk, Randy Moss, T.O., Andre Reed, Jerry Rice, Lynn Swan. I don't think he makes that list unless he has like a big career. Because, we look at the modern names: Jerry, Randy, T.O.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Calvin.
So last year he had 103 receptions, 1,144 yards, and 8 touchdowns. So I don't think he's having some drop off.
No.
It's not like, So he has what? Let's say 2 to 3 more years similar to this. Like still probably not first ballot.
No.
But eventually he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Maybe.
I'm going to say yes.
I don't know. That's a weird one.
All right. Keenan Allen.
No.
Allen has put together, they say no. He's put together an impressive career that includes 6 Pro Bowl nods, since 2017. 0 All Pro nods. He's 26 all-time in career receptions, 47th in receiving yards, 99th in touchdown catch. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Would probably result in Allen being left out of canon if his career ended today. What Allen does in Chicago will likely determine his future Hall of Fame fate. Oh man, so
What'd you say?
I mean,
Sorry.
what he does in Chicago will likely determine his future Hall of Fame fate.
No.
Um,
No. I no.
yeah, I mean, it's like at the end of the day, what do we mean by will they make the Hall of Fame? 100 years from now, yeah, he'll probably be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no. Keenan's not on this. Not honestly, not even close.
No, I don't think he's as close as Devontae.
Like Julio has a better chance. AB has a better chance. Like all these guys were.
AB ain't sniffing.
No, I'm saying, but AB was a way better. Like
Yeah, no,
I
he
get,
was.
like if you have a long career, maybe someone would think that you would be a Hall of Famer, but never were you the top wide receiver in the league.
How about
I mean, I guess who?
Mike Evans.
Do they give it out for consistency?
I'm gonna say yes, just like they said yes. And for all right. Evans' career does not include any All Pros. Though he's the first player in NFL history to start his career with 10 consecutive 1,000-yard receiving seasons, an accomplishment that should significantly help his future Hall of Fame case. Evans is one of just 4 players in NFL history to have at least 750 catches, 10,000 receiving yards, and 90 touchdown catches in his first 10 seasons. The only other players who do that are Jerry Rice, Marvin Harrison, and Randy Moss. And he also has a Super Bowl ring.
He does.
Yeah, I mean, and out of these 3, especially when you see, that's the thing. You got to break it down like that. Like, put what accolades did they have that only these Hall of Fame players have as well?
Yes,
I think things like that, and the 10 consecutive, like he's the only one to have 10 consecutive, first 10 consecutive 1,000-yard receivers.
First years are
I mean, it's
1,000 yards.
This is the most obvious to me. I think it's a yes.
Yeah, I mean that's for sure a better yes.
All right, go ahead and pull up running backs.
I got them. You want me to say the ones I know?
Yeah.
Jim Thorpe. All right. Marcus Allen, Jerome Bettis, Jim Brown, Earl Campbell, Larry Zonka, Terrell Davis, Eric Dickerson, Tony Dorsett, Marshall Faulk, Franco Harris, John Riggins, Barry Sanders, Gale Sayers, Orenthal, James Simpson, Emmitt Smith, Jim Taylor, LT, and a guy named Doak Walker.
Yep, Doak Walker. Doak Walker Award.
Nice name. Is that a thing?
College football.
Yeah. Really? Nice. How did he get in the Hall of Fame? He played 5 years from 50 to 55.
All right. Well, Derrick Henry.
Not yet.
They say yes.
He has a 2,000-yard season. He has a lot of touchdowns. But yeah, I mean, if he continues to have a few more years of this, then yes.
So it said his stats leave something to be desired. He enters the 2024 season less than 500 yards away from his 10,000 yard mark, but some of his single season marks will probably make up for that and then some. He's a 2-time rushing champion who also led the NFL in touchdown runs on multiple occasions. He's also just one of 8 players in league history to rush for over 2,000 yards in a season. In 2018,
not all of them are in the thing.
No, Henry tied Tony Dorsett's long-standing record for the longest run in NFL history, a 99-yard jaunt against the Joggers, Jesus Christ, the Jaguars on prime time that, in hindsight, appeared to jump-start his career. I'll say
AP ain't in the Hall of Fame?
He will be eventually. There's no way. But I will say, considering he's probably going to have a pretty end to his career in Baltimore, if he does decide to finish in Baltimore.
Probably not.
By the end of his career, the 2,000-yard season. And
his long-term stats are obviously going to go up, but I mean, just who he is as a football player,
I mean, he
I can see
was.
him doing it, but he needs a few more years.
I feel like, and I mean, maybe this just sounds obvious, but like if you are one of the most dominant running backs to me of all time,
Yeah,
like yeah, you're going to make the Hall of Fame.
yeah, no, you're good.
So look, I'm just gonna we're gonna go. Can you pull up
When
receivers?
is yep,
Can you pull receivers back up? Or
yep,
actually, I mean, if you remember them, you don't even need to pull them back up. So Tyreek
yeah,
Hill,
yeah.
yeah, All Pro, named All Pro in each of his first 8 seasons. 5 All Pro nods to credit. Also led the NFL in touchdown receptions and touchdown catches in 2023. Hill also receiving end of the momentum-changing play in Super Bowl 54 that paved a way for the Chiefs' first Super Bowl win in 50
I
years.
think he'll be maybe.
I mean, is there a
I mean, he
reason?
needs to do something in Miami. I think he needs.
Is there a reason they're shying away from his career totals? I'm gonna pull that up real quick because I don't know. Like every receiver they've talked about,
They talked
they
about
talked about his
totals.
his totals and shit.
Well, I
So
mean, then you got a guy like Calvin Johnson. He played it.
yeah, but the shit Calvin Johnson did in the time he played. So right
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
okay, he's at 10,000 yards, 10,139 yards, 76 touchdowns, 717 receptions. I mean, at the pace he's at, nah, he did say he was retiring at 30. He's 29.
That's true.
Uh,
Yeah, Calvin. Calvin had 11,683 touchdowns.
Now money talks, so we don't know what he's going to decide to do once a contract is in front of him. But
Yeah.
hey, who knows? How about this receiver? Are there any other receivers in the league right now that you think will be in the Hall of Fame?
Right now, I don't know.
Just active NFL wide receiver.
AJ Brown, probably by the time he's done.
What about Diop?
D-Hop's a weird one.
Diop.
DeAndre Hopkins.
So they say no. He would likely be a shoe in for the Hall of Fame if it was not for his
But what's
injuries.
weird is that he's like in his prime was better than a lot of these boys.
But it says it right here. His stats are very similar to ones compiled by former Steelers great Hines Ward, who's still waiting for his call. So if you told me take Hines Ward's success statistically, take away anything else, Super Bowls, whatever. Yeah, he's probably not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's probably not. Like I hate to say it, because I love D Hop, but
Mm-hmm.
no,
No.
no.
I mean, he was good,
I don't.
but yeah, it's weird that like how rarefied the Hall of Fame actually is.
I mean,
Like, there's so many good players.
especially in comparison to other Hall of Fames and what it takes
At
to
the
make
MLB,
it.
they let everybody in.
NBA, fucking.
NBA, well, the NBA is the Basketball Hall of Fame, so it's not
Mm-hmm.
really the NBA Hall of Fame. They got everybody in that
The NBA
bitch.
needs their own Hall of Fame.
They do. I don't know why they don't
They,
have
they
one. They
need
have the
it.
NBA. I mean, they have the Basketball Hall of Fame.
All right, pull up quarterbacks. It's time to talk the quarterbacks and if any of them are going to make the Hall of Fame.
QBs. Yeah, there's 26.
All right, there's 26 quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame. Can you list them for me?
Yes. Troy Aikman, George Blanda, Terry Bradshaw, Len Dawson, John Elway, Brett Favre, Dan Fouts, Otto Graham, Bob Greasy, Sonny Jurgensen, Jim Kelly, Bobby Lane, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Warren Moon, Joe Namath, Ken Stabler, Bart Starr, Roger Staubach, Fran Tarkenton, Y.A. Tittle, Johnny Unitas, Norm Van Brocklin, Kurt Warner, Bobby Waterford, Steve Young.
All right.
A lot of guys.
How about Matt Stafford?
No. Sorry. I mean, if he played on a different team his whole career, then sure, yeah. But I mean, when we look at these guys, it's
So
I don't
2
know.
Pro Bowls, 0 All Pros. A
Yeah,
Super Bowl win and his place in several career statistical standings, however, give him a compelling
well,
argument.
that Super Bowl was because Aaron Donald was there, so
Yeah, okay.
that's what they all say, you know.
He's currently 11th all time in both career passing yards and touchdown passes. I mean, if you crack the
Yeah,
top 10 in both, you're eventually going to make the Hall of Fame. I feel like
dog, bro was
eventually.
the garbage time monster.
No,
What are you talking about?
you don't.
No, he also was one of the best fourth quarter comeback
Yeah, but yeah, and I was gonna say you don't make you
guys.
don't crack the top 10 in both touchdowns and yards from garbage time. His Detroit career was garbage time. And the fact that he
Yeah.
was able to do this is hey, just the fact that he was in Detroit, I feel like is a fucking boost for him to make the Hall
Well,
of
I
Fame.
think that takes away from
I feel
how
like
good he actually was.
I mean, I don't know. It takes away.
Well,
I
I
think it
mean, in
adds to
terms
it.
of like, I know, but also like when we look at these guys in the Hall of Fame, they were very successful, and maybe even at least like personally less than team wise, like Peyton Manning and Dan Marino.
Yeah, but I mean, aren't there
They were
levels?
winning
There's
MVPs and
even
shit.
in the names you listed, there's levels, and I feel like when
Yeah,
it's all said and done, Matt Stafford can sit at one of those tiers in the Hall of Fame.
maybe
What about Russell Wilson?
not a chance, not a
So
god loving chance.
yeah, he has 9 Pro Bowl nods. He won a Super Bowl. He did do that. But
He did.
yeah, no. Especially after how hard I had to just fight for Matt Stafford to possibly make the Hall of Fame. Absolutely
Yeah,
no
not
chance. Russell Wilson is making Hall of Fame. I'm just go out on a
I mean,
limb.
someone will want to argue that, but
Who?
those people, those like the zombies out in Seattle,
Okay,
the
okay,
people who died 4 times in
gotcha,
in a night.
gotcha. I forgot you're all into
Those
the
guys.
streetwalkers of no, all that
I call them
good
the
shit.
Portland Papa Shots.
All right. Well, I think we talked some Hall of Fame predictions. Brandon Aiyuk, DeMar, Cowboys, Cam, Lamar. I think it's time for some NFL Jeopardy. I think it's time for some NFL Jeopardy. Let me pull it up. So, Devin, like I asked last time, this is no like I'm not like shitting on you or anything, but like
Don't be shitting on me. Do you think you're gonna win?
it's not
Yes.
even like do you think it's like are you gonna like win? Like I mean, damn, like
Like,
are you gonna
damn.
make the people like interested in this? Like they're watching this like, man, Devin's gonna shit the
And you're gonna
bed.
suck my nuts because I'm about to mess you up, brother.
He's gonna fuck this up somehow, and we have to watch Mikey win again. So we got easy money, the teams and their players, college game day, Super Bowl Sunday, and put me in, coach.
I'm ready to play
What you going with?
center field. Give me easy money sniper for 2.
How many teams are there?
32.
There you go. You were proud of that one, huh?
I didn't know what easy money meant. I was like, are we talking contract negotiations here?
Easy money. The teams and their players. Which wide receiver went to LSU and was drafted to the New
This is
York?
about to be the easiest thing on the planet
Well, I
of
mean,
the earth.
it's Odell. It's Odell. It's Odell. Well, hey, we'll see.
You didn't say
We'll
OBJ. I don't
see.
know who Odell
Hey,
is.
bro, we're only at 200. We're only at 200.
No, I know, but that's like surprisingly easy. Easy money for 3.
Bro, one of the
How many teams are there? 12.
name 5 teams that are not named after animals.
Oh my god. Now I gotta think.
Bro,
Patriots,
let's add a
Jets,
time limit to this. Yeah.
Giants, Cowboys, and Chiefs. That's 5.
All right, there you go. All of these teams.
What are we doing?
There you go. I mean, there you go.
What the fuck's a commander?
There you go. It's definitely not an animal.
I wish.
College game day 200. Name 3 college rival games. All right, don't
I
know what
like it.
that means. So
Rivals.
here's my thing. Okay, Florida Georgia is a
Yep.
rival game. It's a rival game. Florida State. It's a fucking rival game. So I could do one of two things. Just throw out another fucking
Don't do all Florida. Just do the big ones. Just do the big 3.
what Ohio State and Michigan.
Yeah.
There you go. That's 3. So I mean, how many examples? There you go. Okay, yeah.
UK?
UOFL. Are they trying to say Kentucky and
Louisville?
UF
Go fuck yourself.
and Florida? What is that? I mean, I don't.
Duke UNC?
Sure.
This is football.
This is football. What you want to go with?
Easy money 100. Give me the easy one.
How many points are a touchdown?
6, please.
Yeah, you definitely took advantage of them easy ones, huh?
I have to.
Super Bowl Sunday 200. How many teams have won the most Super Bowls?
What teams?
What teams have won the most Super Bowls? I feel like we do this every time.
A lot of times.
And it's always because it's what teams?
It's 2 of them.
It's 2 of them. Cowboys, Patriots, Cowboys, Steelers, Cowboys, Patriots. It's one of them. Yeah, let's say Steelers. Okay, I couldn't remember.
Pets.
Cowboys have 5, right? Yeah.
Cowboys have 5.
Yeah.
Niners have 5.
Yeah, I always, and Tom has 7.
Thomas has 7.
Tom
Thomas has more
7.
than any organization.
Franchise, which is
Easy 4. Second. Kimmy the Gwitty.
Yeah. All right. Well, had I known this type of question was on there, I mean, for fuck's sake, I would have blocked out easy money as a whole.
Because I'm widowy gwitty
Okay.
right now.
Now, I'm going to say this right now. If I click on 500 easy money and it turns into the biggest bullshit of all time,
What's Jerome Bettis' dog's name?
I might have to walk off the pod.
Wolfmeister.
Where is the 2024 draft taking place? That was in Detroit with the Lions fans.
It wasn't LV?
LV was it wasn't the Super Bowl. What was that? Was it the Super Bowl?
I don't watch the draft, so I don't know really where they are.
Super Bowl. I think the Super Bowl was the Super Bowl.
I thought it was always in Chicago.
The Super Bowl was in Vegas. I think that's what it was. That's what was in Vegas.
Yeah.
I like it.
Put me in coach for 300.
Put me in coach for 300. How many winning seasons does Mike Tomlin have? There we go. Finally, a question that's a little spicy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like the way you're just clicking on through a computer right now.
Oh, my bad.
I don't like that.
I'm not looking anything up.
Whoa.
No apologies.
Well, I'm just saying, I asked a question, you immediately.
I got a thing. I saw it. I clicked on it.
Whoa.
Nothing.
Wow.
I wish.
What do we got, though? How many?
So he took over. I think it's 17, and that's just based off of memory.
$16.
Are you serious?
He said 16.
No, he hasn't.
Now
I need to look it up.
Super Bowl Sunday for 100. Who won the 2023 Super Bowl? The Chiefs.
That's the easiest question ever.
I mean, come on. The Chiefs.
I mean, shit. It looks like we're gonna be saying this, dude.
What?
17.
Say that again.
Mike Tomlin, 17. He extended it last December.
Oh, okay. Get off my dick. Next question.
It's old.
It's weird because I mean, every shit. The other stuff was like up to
Everything was
this year.
updated. Yeah.
Okay, fine, whatever. My fault.
I knew I saw it at some point. I watched the football.
My fault. I would have believed 16 or 17 to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I don't.
but no, I remember hearing that. I could have done the math, but I don't like that. Teammates and their players for 3.
What football player has the most jersey sellings, and what team do they play for?
Currently?
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah, currently has the most jersey sales, and what team do they play for?
Patrick Mahomes on the Chiefs. Like, I don't know. It could be Dak. I don't know.
There you go. Patrick
Touchdown.
Mahomes and the Chiefs. See, yeah, Cowboys jerseys usually. I feel like they do.
I mean, Dak's usually up there because he's a Cowboy. Yeah.
Give me college game day for 300. Name all the SEC football teams.
Are we doing this?
I mean, do we have to pretend like I don't know all the SEC football teams?
I don't know, like all the new ones.
I mean, Texas and Oklahoma are the only new ones.
For real?
Okay, with everything behind me, I'm not doing this. We know I know all the SEC, unless you want me to.
No, honestly, I don't.
Okay, I mean,
like I don't want to sit here for 12 minutes.
First of all, it would not take me 12 minutes to name every.
It
SEC.
wouldn't. I didn't realize that they were that little. I thought there was a lot more than that.
No, it wouldn't take me that long. It's the SEC.
Well, because there was an East and West, I thought that there were like 400 of those, but not 400, but a good bit.
There's a reason.
I don't know anything about college football, so I'm staying away from that.
Yeah, the SEC is the SEC for a reason, and not just everybody's in that bitch.
That's very true. Super Bowl Sunday 300.
Super Bowl Sunday 300. What 2 years did the Ravens win the Super Bowl?
That would be 2013 and 2000.
I'll give it to you.
Well, yeah, 2000. They won. Yes, in 2001 and 2013.
I'll give it to you.
I hate how the Super Bowls are. I don't know. I got to start learning the numbers.
Ooh. All right. I'm going to go. Well, that was a jersey sale question. I don't know. I'm going to go college game day 400. What college team has the most national championships? I mean, it's Bama.
I think so. Get the.
Can you pull that up for me, please, just to make sure? Because that is. What are we doing? Are these from like the fucking 1800s? What is this?
I knew that question would be more complex.
I knew this question was gonna be bullshit. I would have sworn fucking 5 years ago it was Bama has the most. Wow. Okay. So Yale has the most.
Yale with 18. It says most college football fans would have guessed Alabama.
How many did Bama have? 16?
Alabama has 16.
Fuckers. All right. Well, nobody would have.
And this is back when dudes played in like tights and no helmets and stuff.
Yeah, it's bullshit. That's such a bullshit question. All right. Whatever.
Dude, their first one was in 1874 and their last one was in 1927.
Yeah, I told you. A bunch of 1800s bullshit.
The fuck? Yeah, all right.
Whatever, I guess.
Yeah, that's just a real shitter for you there, brother.
That really put me down. That was like that fucked.
Yeah, that's not fun.
That's fucked. I'm down 800 now. That sucks.
The teams and their players. 4. Sorry.
What number can football players
69.
Not? You fucking idiot.
I thought they banned it after Jared Allen.
Why would they ban it after? What did Jared Allen do?
No, you can't wear 69 in the NBA. 00. Who the fuck wants to wear 00?
I guess Super Bowl Sunday 400. Who has the most viewed Super Bowl performance? I would assume Michael Jackson. This is such a
It's just the
stupid
newest one.
fucking question. This is not the
It's
newest
just the most
one.
recent one.
This is not the most recent performance.
What was this year?
She didn't perform this year.
Did she not?
I don't think so.
No, it was Usher.
Yeah, she didn't fucking perform this year. What is this?
That was last year. She had a baby bump.
Okay.
She was having a baby.
What
I can't remember what Put Me In Coach was, but give it to me.
For
200, please.
Oh, 2? Okay. Who is the NFL commissioner?
Roger Goodell.
Yeah, it's Raj. All right. And I just
this is a mix of very, very easy and very, very weird.
Yeah, I wanted to see how many views fucking Rihanna had. Because that's crazy that I would have sworn like, oh yeah, fucking Michael Jackson. But 121 million views, yeah. It was her. It was her.
But it's also like people got TVs, you know.
Okay, so here's the thing. 200 was Roger Goodell. 300 was
100 is going to be who's the assistant commissioner.
So 400 put me in coach. What NFL team had 4 first-round picks in the 2000 draft? What the fuck are we doing, Devin? What the fuck is this? What NFL team had 4 first-round picks and then?
I mean, I think I know, but I don't. I actually don't know.
You don't know
anymore.
shit.
I thought I did, and
You
I was
don't
like,
know
no, I don't actually.
Goddamn thing.
That's a toughie.
Dude.
That's a toughie.
The Cowboys. Okay. The Jets.
The New York Mets.
I hope you're proud of this win. I hope you're really proud.
No, I haven't won yet.
Roger Goodell. How many points is a touchdown?
4.
Fuck yeah. Who had 4?
Hey, let me get some hard ones out of the way first. I haven't won yet, coach.
First round draft picks in the year of 2000.
I would have gotten it.
Oh, suck a dick. Who'd you think it was?
Suckle. I don't know.
No, you said you thought you knew.
Yeah, I didn't. The teams and their players for 5.
All right. Go ahead. You want to answer that question?
What team has 4 black quarterbacks? I don't know if I should be the one answering this question. I'm kidding.
Should I? I mean, what the fuck? Well, first of all, I guess I'm proud to say we don't really keep track of it because it's like whatever. Like, hey, if it's
the Cleveland Browns, you guys have how? You guys just got rid of one.
I guess that's just what we do.
What happened to Trace?
Trace has been gone. All right. Super
I'm
college,
aware.
Put me in. I guess put me in for 500. What team has the highest paid defensive coordinator? What the fuck are we doing? I mean, what are we like? What are we doing here? Like, what are we actually? What team has the highest?
Yeah, we're talking
paid
about
defensive coordinator.
DC pay.
'49ers.
I mean, is it Spag?
Miami Dolphins, dude.
Who the fuck is that DC?
No.
Super Bowl Sunday 5.
This was just such a good game, and then this is a 500. This is a 500. Devin, come on, bro. Like this is crazy. This is I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to do.
The Spleen Blaze
This is
Slackers.
fucking ridiculous. This is
the Green Bay.
Bro, the question before this was the most viewed. Like, come on, bro. This is. I got scammed. I got finessed.
Hey,
this shit. No, I don't even want to.
I hate the player.
I don't even want. Yeah, I know. I hate the fucking game. Watch this. This is gonna be who's the first player to catch a pass in college football game. Who's the highest paid football coach in the SEC?
mean, you got two guesses.
Okay, well, Nick Saban's retired, so if that's the answer, I'm taking it because he's retired.
Well, you got another guess. He is retired.
Who's bro at LSU?
Huh?
Who's bro at LSU? Oh no, who's bro at Georgia?
Exactly.
It's gotta be.
Curb.
It's gotta be. Okay,
Coach
yeah.
Curb.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, you're taking the Saban
whatever.
one there. Yeah.
I'll fucking take it.
This is oddly very updated and not even close to updated. That happened a long time ago.
This blows.
Push me in coach 100. I mean, doesn't it? Yeah.
Were you gonna guess 7? I actually, you know what? I don't
Yes.
care. Who is Kentucky's football coach? Could care less.
You should know that.
I don't care. Hey, who's the Eagles quarterback, Devin? Oh, it's Jalen
Michael Vick.
Hurts. So 1900, 200. Good job. You won. I'm not a sore loser, but like when one of the hardest questions is you want to remind me what it was? 500
How many
for Super Bowl?
Huh?
500. What was the question? 500
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
Super
yeah.
Bowl?
500 for a Super Bowl. Who won the first Super Bowl ever? Now, if you ask me who won the first NFL championship, that I'm not getting. But a Super Bowl, I'm gonna get that.
Who's the highest paid defensive coordinator?
It also who like if we picked number 1 from College Game Day, it's who's Kentucky's head coach. I don't know.
And then, like
How many points are in the touchdown?
who had 4 first-round draft picks in the 2000
Who has
NFL
4
draft?
black quarterbacks?
No.
No one has 4 quarterbacks on a roster.
But bro, good game, I guess. I don't know what to say about that. That was a very flawed game of Jeopardy. Whoever made that, boo you.
Nah, W.
But I guess look, we played NFL Jeopardy. We talked Cam Newton on Lamar. We talked early NFL predictions for the Hall of Fame. Some WWE talk. DeMar to the Kings. Cowboys falling apart. Brandon Aiyuk. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah. Go O's. Sending 3 guys to the All-Star game. We like that.
There you go.
We're pretty good at baseball.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
Well, you heard what he said. Go watch some fucking baseball. Make sure you wipe your ass extra. No. We can't be walking around like you. That's a problem. Hopefully you enjoy this episode of On It.
I just spit in my hand. I go.
Brand new episodes every Tuesday.
Get all the smudge out.
We will be back on Saturday to talk more NFL, more NBA. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
Yeah.